Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here today, my name's Rachel and I'm a huge Eurovision fan as well as a musician. And in today's video, I'm going to be reacting to San Marino's song for this year's Eurovision Song Contest, Senhit with Superstar, which is very exciting. Senhit won the national final that San Marino held and of course has been at Eurovision twice now, so I'm really excited to see the third go, see what Senhit has brought to the table. Obviously last time she did Adrenalina with Flow Rider, which was a big surprise at the time, although it qualified. It didn't really do very well with the public and ended up finishing pretty much nowhere. So hopefully this year they can build on that and get a better result. They qualified last year, which was great, with Gabriel Ponte, and yeah, I'm excited to kind of listen to this one. It'll be my first listen, so please stay tuned to the end. I'll score the song out of 10, give a bit of musical analysis, commentary as per usual, and consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. I think we'll get straight into the reaction, so I'm excited. Oh. Disco vibes. Nice bass line. Nice vocals so far. We're all holding a pedal note at this point. The chords are staying on one chord, just building on top of that. Oh, nice chord there. A bit Rihanna, Only Girl in the World vibes with the synthesizers. And actually that key change is a bit like the Rihanna song too. Yeah, slight retro vibe. Feels weird saying retro for 2011. Yeah, we've changed the chords there. Do you know what? I quite like this so far. I'd say it's not reinventing the wheel musically. It's fun. Contextually for Eurovision, I think it works. I quite like how the tonal centre shifted for the chorus. I think it was very sort of daring the way it shifted and changed sort of the brightness of it as well. I feel like the verses were very much dark in energy, very sassy, and then the chorus was a bit more bright and punchy and vibrant. So that was quite an interesting shift, but the shift is very much like Only Girl in the World in a lot of ways. So maybe that was their inspiration for this song. I think you can argue there is a little bit of a similarity there, but so far it's pretty good. So let's see how the song develops. Hopefully not a copy and paste scenario, but we'll see. I think it's being performed really well. I'd say the lyrics aren't overly clever or saying too much. Quite basic, but we'll see how the song carries on. So let's keep going. I think it's quite clever to stay on one chord in the verse and really focus it all on the top lines and the really slick bass line underneath. Bit of a break beat in the drums there, tiny little sprinkle of that. Do you know what I'm clocking at the minute? I feel like this soundtrack I'm hearing is not the live version, is it? Sounds like the studio cut and they've just put the video on top. Oh, is it Boy George? What? What's he doing here? She always has a little celebrity feature. That is, she's got a little black book of contacts, that one. Interesting. That is very surprising. I quite like his input in that. a nice little counter melody over what she's doing, just kind of an extra rhythmic layer on top. Yeah, that was interesting. I'd say that was pretty good actually. Very surprising. I've stayed off social media for Eurovision, and I've not paid attention really to anyone's stuff on YouTube, so I've pretty much just kept in my own bubble this year, probably for personal reasons as well, I think, on a separate note, and I kind of went through that in my opening video to the season. So I have no idea Boy George was involved. That's really cool. But yeah, I think I'm pleased I've not been sitting in an echo chamber of people's opinions for this year's season. I've just been keeping very much to myself, coming at this completely blind and not not having external forces come into my channel this year. So yeah, it's been interesting to see that. Completely unaware of Boy George's involvement, but I quite liked his involvement. I think it was short, it was sparse, but it was clever. I think the input, the melody line and the rhythm engagement in there worked. I wonder if he'll be there on the day. That'll be interesting. But yeah, it's a good song. I think it did copy and paste slightly, and then the kind of middle eight section sort of carried on with that synth melody line that the chorus had, so it didn't really feel like it did too much more than what it had established before. So the actual musical material of that was probably, you can condense that into about a minute. So yeah, it didn't go on too much of a journey, but I think for what it is, it's entertaining, it's catchy, a little dated, but in a kind of charming way, not in a really cringy way. So yeah, I think it's pretty good. I'd say score out of 10, I'd give that a 7 out of 10. Pretty good. I'd say there's a lot of other songs this year that are better than this, but it's still a good effort for San Marino. So let me know down below in the comments what you think of this song. I'm intrigued to see, and stay tuned. Next I'm going to be reacting to Sweden's song, which I'm excited about. Melfest is always filled with really interesting acts each year, so yeah, I'm really excited. So in the meantime, stay tuned and I'll be back very soon, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Bye.